Hey RRs, I am Surbhi Agarwal and I welcome you to the summary of the book Limitless by Jim Kwik. Human potential is one of the only truly limitless resources on the planet. Except for self imposed limitations, our creativity, imagination, and ability to think have no bounds. Being limitless is not about being perfect, it's about going beyond what we think is achievable right now. Jim Kwik's book Limitless presents a three-part framework that will help us on our path to being limitless. The book contains actionable techniques and strategies in this framework to help us break free from our perceived limitations. We'll also learn how to improve our learning speed, thinking, memory, and focus, as well as accelerate our progress towards our full potential. If we are not currently functioning at our full potential, it must be that we have limits in place which must be released. These limits usually fall into three categories. A limit in our mindset, the what. We may have incorrect beliefs, attitudes, or assumptions in our thinking. A limit in our motivation, the why. We may lack the drive, purpose, or energy to behave in a more limitless manner. A limit in our methods, the how. We were taught incorrect processes which will not generate the results we want. The author discusses each of them in detail to help us unleash our limits in each of these areas. Part 1. Limitless Mindset, the what. The first element of the three-part limitless model is mindset. Mindset is made up of our beliefs, assumptions, and attitudes we hold about ourselves and the world around us. To minimize our limiting beliefs and to develop a limitless mindset, Jim lays forth a three-step process. Step 1. Name our limiting belief. We start by answering questions like what are the areas we have sold ourselves short, or where have we put limits by judging ourselves through others' opinion. Doing this, we come to know in what areas have we not unleashed our full potential. Step 2. Getting to the facts. Next, we examine the facts behind our limiting beliefs by considering two things. First, is there any evidence to prove that we are truly hampered in this area? Second, are we certain that this evidence is not tainted by the noise in your head? Step 3. Creating new beliefs. Now that we have carefully examined the reality of those beliefs, it's time to take the most essential step to generate a new belief that is beneficial to the limitless we are creating. The learning lies. The author debunks three myths about learning that we have been told, and as a result, we are unable to learn effectively and reach our full potential. The three lies are as follows. First, intelligence is fixed. Jim thinks IQ tests are exaggerated. The truth is that intellect is fluid and can be acquired if we put out the effort. Second, mistakes are failures. Too many of us never reach our full potential by making a mistake. Instead of seeing mistakes as evidence of failure, we should see them as evidence of effort. The truth is that there is no such thing as failure. There is only the failure to learn. Third, knowledge is power. Knowledge is only potential power, and we must put it in motion to turn into power. Thus, without action, there is only limited use of knowledge. Part 2. Limitless Motivation, the why. Jim claims that motivation is not something we have, it's something we do, and it's entirely sustainable. He states the formula for motivation as purpose into energy into S3, small simple steps. Our purpose is about what we are here to share with the world. Motivation comes from purpose, fully feeling and associating with the consequences of our actions. To get clear on the purpose, we must articulate clearly in writing why we need to do what we need to do. Put in other words, we should ask ourselves, why must I do this? Besides having a clear purpose for doing something, we need enough energy to act. Motivation is dependent on our mental and physical energy level. Nutritious diet, aerobic exercises, quality sleep, clean environment, positive peer group, and stress management all have a big impact on maximizing our energy level. One of the most significant reasons that people fail to act is that we feel overwhelmed by what we need to do. This can be solved by breaking a task that we are procrastinating about into smaller pieces. A small simple step is the tiniest action we can take to get closer to our goal. If we pursue them consistently over time, these become habits. Part 3, Limitless Method, the how. Jim discusses the science of accelerated learning and meta learning in 5 areas: focus, study, memory, speed reading, and thinking. First, focus. Focus is at the center of accomplishing any task. Jim provides below the 2 most critical steps to focus on. He asks us to refrain from doing multitasking at all cost. Numerous studies suggest that nothing affects focus more than multitasking. Secondly, Jim firmly asks us to keep our physical surrounding clean. Every piece of unnecessary stuff distracts us from focusing on task at hand. Second, study. Jim suggests exact methods to amplify learning and provides exercise to try to feel the change. Employ active recall. He suggests us to read in small blocks of time and recall what we read after regular interval. Manage the state we are in. It is important that we are in our optimal state of mind to get the best of our study. We should make sure to assign time when we are fresh and ready to absorb more. Third, memory. Jim claims that even though the brain is an organ, it works like a muscle. Hence, the more we use it, better it gets, and he suggests 3 ways to boost memory called MOM, that is, through motivation, observation, and methods. Fourth, speed reading. Studies show that there is direct relationship between our ability to read and your success in life. We can improve our reading speed and focus by applying techniques such as using our finger or pen as a tracker on the page. Subvocalization. We should stop saying every word loud and or in mind. Rather, we should simply look at words and let the sentence create images in mind. We should read for only 20 to 25 minutes at a time, followed by a 5-minute break. This book challenges us to think about what we are capable of. It encourages us to aspire for the stars and, as the title says, to become unlimited. In these times, when a virus 1,000 times smaller than a grain of sand has brought the entire population and economy to a halt, this is a fantastic message to communicate. This is the perfect opportunity for us to broaden our horizons and become unlimited. Key takeaways from the video are: human potential is one of the only truly limitless resources on the planet. The 3 types of limits are in mindset, in motivation, and in methods. To overcome limits in the mindset, we should review our self-imposed limits and create new beliefs. To overcome limits in the motivation, we need to clearly define our purpose, work on our energy, and take small simple steps forward. To overcome limits in the methods, we need to work on our focus, study techniques, memory, and speed reading. With this, we come to an end of this video. Thank you.